So I was sick for the past week, kind of, and you can still kind of hear it, which really sucks. Now that I think about it, it's not coronavirus. Don't worry, I had strep throat, or at least that's what was told. It's a whole entire thing. Don't worry about it. Basically, I'm better now. I know the whole coronavirus thing is going around, and I did not have coronavirus. I do not have coronavirus, or at least as far as I know. Anyway, so I'm telling you guys up front this, because for the past 2 weeks I have been like out of commission because I'm sick. Actually, last week I was kind of well enough to make a video. I actually do have a video made, except I was still sick, or not I was still sick. I was getting over being sick, and I was in that like haze of like, I just want this to be over. I'm no longer in that, so this video might be a little bit better. Also, this video might be just me talking instead of gameplay over, because I don't know if I have gameplay to show. I have one clip though. Is that a longbow? No, it's a sentinel. Funny enough. Oh! Ha! Ah! Those are good shots. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about a few things that have been going around and been everything. And actually, there's something else that I want to talk about too. There's a whole entire thing. Anyway, so new season of Destiny came out, and new Battle Royale game type, Warzone, came out. Been playing those two. Okay, so let's jump into Destiny first real fast. The new Destiny season is, for right now, the same old grind that it's usually been. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. But it's basically the it's the sundial, except split into 3 separate things. Instead of just upgrading one thing, or I guess it's like the obelisks. So you gotta upgrade them individually. Same thing, basically. New public event, instead of just a activity that you queue into, it's now a public event, which is kind of cool. I kind of like it. So there's that. That's all fun and everything, and it's cool. The tokens and everything that you get, I'm assuming later on in the season we're just going to get a shit ton. We're just going to have so many that we don't know what to do with. The one thing I do find very weird, and I'm speaking as though you already know Destiny stuff. The bunker that you have to clear out every day for Rasputin is a little weird to me. Granted, I know there's things that you could buy. There's like security protocols that you could buy to like clear out a bunker for a day, or for the next few days, or until reset, which is cool, which is awesome. And I'm sure that we're gonna have enough materials to do that later on down the road. I don't know about planetary materials, because I've upgraded my planetary material collector to like rank 2, and I haven't gotten very much. In fact, rank 1 only gives you like 2 materials a day, and I'm sitting here like I can go through that, like I can go through 20 times that amount in like an hour. So hopefully at the higher stages it you know, gives us a lot. But it's cool, it's interesting for right now. I hope there's a lot more to do in the future. The fact that there's only one pinnacle weapon or ritual weapon revealed is a little weird, because if we're getting one ritual weapon this season, then I'm a little but this is talking in the first week. I logged into Destiny the other day, and I saw something to the extent of like, oh hey, Commander Zavala is gonna go have you reclaim Vanguard weapons. Maybe that's where we find our Vanguard ritual weapon. Hopefully they're just not in there so that you can see them all the time. Hopefully they're like rewards for quest lines and stuff. That would be cool. I'd like that. Yeah, Trials is back. I've yet to go into Trials, and I do want to go into Trials, and anybody who knows me knows I'm not like a PvP buff. Like I'm not, I don't consider myself good at PvP, but lately I've been getting a lot easier on myself about that, to where like I have my moments. I think there's times where I'm hot and cold to where I could be really, really good and be on point, and then there's other times where I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? So I just want to go into Trials to gauge my skills. Basically, I want to go into Trials to like go against other people just to see how I stack against people who regularly go into Trials. I think that's cool. And I know there's people out there who are insane, and I will never be able to reach their level. But also I know there's a lot of fixes that Trials needs to do, or not fixes, just like maybe quality of life things. I've seen a few times to where people have gone into Trials and have like their first match into Trials ever is facing off against a team who went flawless already, and you just sit there and you go, what? Why would you do that? So I saw a suggestion on Twitter from one of my friends. He suggested that at the very least, and I can agree with this, at the very least there should be 2 brackets or divisions, whatever you want to call it, of Trials. One for people who have already went flawless, and the other for people who haven't. And if you already went flawless and you're taking somebody through, put them in that flawless division, because you already have somebody who went flawless and they're obviously good enough to go do that. And it resets every weekend. So I don't know how tough that would be as far as design and coding and logistics and all that stuff. If you could do that, if that would be easy to implement, that would be awesome. That'd be great. Because people like me, I don't do PvP much, and like I said, I can be hot or I can be cold. I'll probably get to flawless. Like if Trials becomes a normal thing I do, what'll probably happen is if I ever go flawless, I'll go flawless for that weekend and then never play Trials again that weekend. Maybe ever. We'll see. But just because like to me, once you get to the lighthouse, that's it. I mean, I know there's weapons and everything, and you get like good shit, really good rolls and everything, but I'm sitting here like, I don't want much from Trials. I definitely want the Trials hat, so once I get that, you'll see me rocking that all the time. I wouldn't mind the lighthouse pin, but like the lighthouse, the going flawless isn't a priority to me. Like I said, I want to go into Trials to really test myself to see how much I gauge against other people. So on top of that, Call of Duty came out with their new Warzone Battle Royale. My first few matches I played solo, and playing solo in that game is not fun. I don't find it great. I don't find it enjoyable at all, because at the base level game is Fortnite. You have common guns, uncommon guns, and everything, and they don't. Okay, so in case you haven't played Warzone, I'm going to basically explain this to you. You drop in, you already have a pistol, you get weapons or whatever, and they're common, uncommon, and they go all the way up, like, you know, the white, green, blue, purple, orange, or gold, whatever, and in rank. There's no attachments on the map at all. There's no attachments for the guns. You get a blue gun comes with attachments on it, and it's already titled something like you'll find like the saber tooth or something like that. and you'll find that gun, and you'll find like a saber tooth is, I think, if I remember correctly, is like a scar. So you'll pick up a scar, and it'll be a blue scar, it'll be a saber tooth, and it'll have a different barrel on it, it'll have a red dot on it, it'll be different, it'll be have attachments on it. You can't take the attachments off, but you'll have this scar that has all these attachments on it. However, you get a white or a green scar, and it's just a bare bone scar. I don't know why the difference between white and green are there. If it does more damage, then okay, whatever. But a bare bones, that's what it seems to be like. However, they did implement the whole entire thing of, you can buy, money's a big thing in Warzone. So like, you can buy certain things. You could buy a UAV, you can buy a self-revive kit, you can buy one of your created custom classes from PvP. If you want a PvP class that you've already made, do it. Like, for example, if you, like, I already had two, not four, two created custom classes for specifically Spec Ops. For Spec Ops, nothing else. I made them for Spec Ops just because I knew, like, I would need these in Spec Ops. Basically, you can take these custom classes that you have made, like I made mine for Spec Ops, and take them into Warzone and have them work kind of the same way. There are some perks in the created class that do not work in Warzone, but for the most part, you can take a created class, put it in, and you're good to go. Which is really cool, and because then I finally got to play with a full group. My buddies Green and KSU, they decided to, like, I decided to reach out to them and say, like, hey man, you want to play or whatever. Playing with a group is 100 times more enjoyable than playing by yourself, because playing with a group, you can pull your cash together, you can buy certain things, and basically the care package that drops that lets you get your own class, you can get 3 of them out. You can get 3 created classes out of it. So you can pull all of your created classes and then be fine. Once you get to that point, then the game's enjoyable. But the whole finding weapons and everything, and like, you find blues, you find greens and whatever, that's the part that really just like, oh, I hate it. I would much rather, at its base, without being able to pull a created class, at its base, I would much rather play Blackout than Warzone. But that's at its base. Because Warzone has this whole entire money thing, you can actually get people back and stuff. And actually, Warzone, I do like this. Warzone has this thing that whenever you die, you get sent to the Gulag. And Gulag, which is like, this is so cool, and I lose half of them because I'm not good with a pistol in Call of Duty, and I never will be. It's basically, you get into the Gulag and you sit there, and it's a 1v1 match against somebody. If you win the 1v1, you get respawned back into the match without any cost. You went to the Gulag, you came right back out if you win your match. If you lose your match, you're dead. But your teammates can bring you back if they pay the money. So like, bringing somebody back from being dead is like X amount of money, and you can bring them back and everything. There was a time to where I died, I got out of the Gulag, and by the time I got out of the Gulag, both Green and KSU were dead. Like, we're talking dead. And they went into the Gulag, they lost their match and everything. And I'm sitting there and I'm trying to scrounge around money so I can bring them back. And like, that's something that you can do. Everybody ended up being brought back, and then we ended up getting enough money for all of our creative classes and everything. So we were pretty good. The fact that you can go in and start from the base level and then go drop down all the way to the lowest of, like, there's only one of you left, and then bring back your whole entire team and do the whole pick up a created class. It's cool. I like the rebound factor, how you can rebound, and how not every match is like hopeless if your teammates die or whatever. I do like that. I have yet to play the second game mode in Warzone, where I forget if it's called like Plunder or something like that. It all has to deal with money and cash and everything. I have yet to play that. But like the money thing for Warzone is really cool, specifically for that. I don't know how Plunder works or whatever the hell it's called. But for the most part, if you're playing with a group, it's a whole hell of a lot better. If you are playing by yourself, to me, it's a nightmare because you don't really have communication with your squad other than like pinging things, because you can ping stuff like you can in Apex. And like, it's very hard to communicate with your teammates if you don't have a mic, and I don't have my mic. I don't have a mic hooked up to my gaming PC, so I'm just like, whatever, guys, and I fly by the seat of my pants. Plus, also, it's gotten to a point to where at first everybody wanted you to have a mic, and now nobody wants you to have a mic because nobody wants to hear anybody's crying kids screaming in the other room or a dog barking or anything like that. It's all weird and stuff. So yeah, there's that. And like I said, Warzone can be fun with good people, with friends to play with. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is, and I know it's a hot topic, and I know if you're sick of hearing about it, you can turn the video off, but at least hear me out with this. With this coronavirus thing going on, with everybody staying inside, everybody being self-quarantined, everything. I understand not everybody's self-quarantined. I understand that people leave their house and stuff, but for the people who are stuck in their house, stuck wherever, and are self-quarantined, online content creators are a very big source of their entertainment right now. Huge source of entertainment. And granted, I know there's Netflix, I know there's all these online streaming services that they can watch and everything like that, but eventually it's gonna get to the point to where you're like, I don't feel like watching anything on Netflix. I don't feel like watching anything on Hulu. Or for some people, I've already seen everything on Netflix and Hulu. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Whatever. Online content creators, like for YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, wherever the hell you create your content, right now is like the best time for you to try and engage with people, because there's going to be a lot of people at home. They're not going to have much to do. They're either sitting there, either watching things or playing video games, depending on who they are, what they have, or how old they are. Because right now is that point in time to where like content creation thrives. Anybody who's a content creator, anybody, and I'm talking like, whether you're friends with me, whether you're not friends with me, no matter what content you create, go and create it. Go do it. Because right now there's like a lot of people watching a lot of stuff online who are just spending their days in their homes, whether they're quarantined or they don't want to go out because they don't want to be infected by coronavirus or whatever. Go create. If you have the opportunity to create, or you do create on a regular basis, please go create. Like right now is the perfect time to like engage with people, to interact with people, to connect with people. It's like this time sucks because of what's going on, but as far as content and connectivity, it's great because you can connect with so many people, because there's so many people online now looking for things to watch, looking for things to entertain themselves. So you got to take the good with the evil. And like I said, I know it sucks. I know coronavirus is a terrible thing that's sweeping through the world right now, and I get it. I totally get it. But as content creators, we do a lot for entertainment. Achievement Hunter just had a 12-hour live stream, and there were so many people who were like, "Thank you. I've been quarantined in my house for I don't know how long. Thank you for this." Any of you creators out there, go and create. Go create videos. Go stream. Go do something. Because you're helping those people. And like, if you know me from anything, it's one thing that drives me to do all this content creation stuff is to just help people. Guys, go out and do it. Create your stuff, stream your shit, just go do it. Like, it'll help so many people. It'll help so many people. And even if you're sick, even if you're self-quarantined and you create content, it's something to keep you occupied, to keep busy and everything like that, to keep you from going insane, and it'll help other people. It's such a good thing to do right now. Go out there, help people, create content. I'm done because I'll end up ranting about this forever. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will see you all next time. And remember, keep your heads up and be kind to each other. Bye now.